Yay.
Cupid.
Here.
Izzy.
I'm here.
Moo.
I'm here.
Umex.
Yo.
As do we have any questions before we start?
No.
Huh?
Is that you? Is that as in like you're asking? Is that you have a question or like you're just
Oh shit, let me mute myself.
Nolan?
Sorry.
No.
Oh,
No? I think they were all nas.
oh,
Nah.
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 here I am.
Nah.
We
Perfect.
Gucci.
Perfect.
No.
As we're gonna start.
Well, I do have a
set-
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Do we have a note taker for this or no?
Good fucking point. Who the fuck's your note taker?
I can do notes.
Sorry, I
Thank
didn't mean to
you.
say it. So I'm sorry. It was so good.
Who is it?
Where is she?
Who is it?
Thank you. So you should say it was really cute how you said it. All right, everyone ready for us to begin?
We need a map table. Tegha?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You won't need map maker, don't worry.
Oh, okay, thank goodness.
It's just a boat and that. Like you got to draw the entire map of Churel. That's today's map.
Oh,
Oh, God.
If you say so.
All right, we're gonna start the session with Ita. As
Oh, my God.
give me a moment. I'm gonna change the music. As Ita, it was just a day in Tajima. Give me something. I can't mute. I want to do this. Let's have a mute. As you were waiting, or as you were just having a normal day in Tajima, you hear Haruki's call to aid. As a bunch of adventurers rush out in a panic, trying to go do something to help. But as like they're doing that, you know someone's got to stay in Tajima. As with you see CJ, Taiko, VJ, Zan, Takeo, and the guards that were left. They had they were with you. As you see this magical destructive force erupt from the guild hall, this golden blast of lightning that from the outside erupts from Mercy's room as this golden dragon erupts from it. As you, Ita, though, as you're trying to help and evacuate as much of the guild hall as you can, gathering as much of the community to help them be freed. You feel this energy that you recognize as the one you've been studying from the ruins of Shien's hand, as it dwarfs you in both your size and your power as it erupts over you. What did you do, Ita? What did you do as you come between this destructive force and innocence of Tajima?
Yeah, I think Ida realizing the scale of the amount of this power, not understanding what it was, but not the vastness of it. As this power is expanding out, their only thought is, I have to somehow control this enough to point it away from people who are still escaping. I have to somehow bend and absorb and move this away to help people. And so their attempt with the now, I assume, collapsing, burning, smoking building is to take any essence of fire that is around them and pull in this energy and try to manipulate it long enough so people can get out.
As you draw on the weave, as you're matching it with as much energy as you can, trying to pull on it. As you convert that fire lacing, you lace all that fire to hold it in place. As you try to keep this celestial energy, essentially. As you're holding it back, the others are able to get them free. As you have with your last moments, you hear many of Tajima's passersby thanking you, and even some offering to help you. Do you let them, even though only one other person intelligent right now would be able to do what you're doing and keep the energy, even just for us for the modicum of a second you have it.
I think no. I think Ida is actively maintaining what looks like this like heat wave of a shield to push back all of this energy as they just go, no, you need to get out now. Please go. Please.
As they go, the energy rushes over you. As in those final moments. What is on your mind?
I think just the amount of... There were so many things that Ida was trying to grasp about this energy, about how the world works, and they felt like they were so close. And it almost feels to Ida like a way of the universe giving them a humbling moment of, oh, you thought you knew what energy was. Let me show you. And so in this moment, while they are glad that they can help people, they feel incredibly small. Like a lot of the efforts and a lot of the work that they have done to build that strength to protect people, was it ever going to be enough?
As those are your last thoughts, we move to the forest. As running through, having fought with Kana, Sakura, Kumari, Mercy, Samosa, and Gobaha, and the Bulettes, as Kana had fallen and the rest began their retreat, you ran into the forest, Drake. As your humanoid shape, contained by a magical container of forged magic with a black ribcage chassis, frosted and shimmering like glass, as within it was this pearlescent and energy within that muscular form, as it shifts from gemstones to fire, to water, to swirling clouds and walling steel. As at your heart is a four-pointed star that shines white light but with a pitch black light, or pitch black energy at its core. As Drake in your true form, as you ran, as the sound of the coast is within earshot, as a living weapon, as you surround yourself by hordes of yokai that are just leaping out of the trees surrounding you, Shibatan, Nue, Oni, and Pisacha, and all sorts of just uncontrollable fury comes piling up and to strike at you. What is your last stand? What does it look like?
It looks close to an animal being cornered. He's fighting desperately, doing whatever it takes to try to survive. He's not doing any special forms. He is hitting as much as he can, as hard as he can. He's not thinking. He's afraid. He is panicking. And as he gets more tired, as he gets worn down, the calm gets over him, and he's like, hopefully the people who've been chasing me don't find me. And that's his only thought.
As you're fighting, as you're keeping them at bay, it takes 89 of them. 89 yokai to finally get you. But in your final moments, as you see yourself fall, as you think of those people, you hear the sound of boots crunching on leaves, as a figure with wrapped in leather armor and a long coat, walking towards you, their head that of a cephalopod, as its tentacles are wreathed down from its chin and beard, making this beard of tentacles. As their skin pale milky white, as studs of yellow glow around them. As their face their eyes, their face isn't humanoid, as they have these like mandibles over where their mouths would be. They don't even open them as they watch you. As their head wraps around them within a capsule of their this clear like flesh that reveals a pulsing brain. As they are the last thing you see, you die. Just give me a moment. As they fall, we then move to Bean. Tell us about who are you playing and what is their character like, and how did they die?
Well, my character is Nodak. They're a swords bard. And I think they would have died simply. I think they were just trying their best to protect everyone because they are a guard and they just weren't enough and they fell in battle.
Mm-hmm. They stood and they fought as best they could. As what about you, Cupid? Tell me about your character that you're playing.
My character is a Psy warrior fighter, and they're a Shiyun elf. They're a bit shorter than the average Shiyun elf. Their hair is silver white and it's tied into a high ponytail. And they usually wear a mask because it makes them look cool. Yeah.
Of course.
And they died very well. They were fighting when they died, but everyone else just had these little accidents as they were fighting, and they just all went out one by one. Somebody tripped over someone else and accidentally stabbed another yokai, and another yokai just got fucking a pebble in their shoe and then got fucking struck by Tegha. It was just a series of unfortunate events for these yokai that were chasing Tegha. And Tegha is just a very unlucky person. But in this moment, all that bad luck just conjugated and went out to the enemies instead. And at the end, when they were done and they went to take a rest, they just said, well, that was a job well done for Tegha. And then they take a step and they trip and fall into the mushroom hole and they die.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
As they fall in, rolling in, you don't even like realize you thought your luck had you thunk on a few rocks. As you all are in a line in Otherworld, where you all see the room is that of Tajima's dining hall, as lines of Hitodama move along, snaking through the corridors, as the walls are lacquered a dark wood, just like how it normally would, the floor is, but instead of being wallpapered, they are the the carvings of your entire life, from the moment you opened your eyes to the moment you closed them, going clockwise around these woodblock carvings, detailed everything as you see bushes of lavender and orange blossom climbing up the walls as their scent filling you with hope and hope and cozy and warmth as 4 voices, all different accents, the crackle, rumble, whistle, and whisper. Oh, whisper, sorry. Crackle, rumble, sprinkle, and whistle as they say, everything is going to be okay. As I'm going to ask you all to roll me a d20, and then I'm going to ask you to pick and describe a moment in your life, inside your time in Taj Mahal or outside, from any age, from any time, that's going to be based on a unique, specific emotion. As like you draw on that as you look at the paintings. If you could roll me that d20, everyone else playing. As while they're rolling on that, Auron, Umeko,
Oh my
and
god.
Yo, let's go there.
Auron, Umeko, and Aurora. As you guys are moving through the corridors. Actually, we'll come back to that in a moment. We're going to do these first. Starting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, starting off with Drake, with 7. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry. With Tegha, not Tegha, sorry. Nodak. With Nodak, with a 3. I lie. Ita with a 2. Tell me of a moment of world-ending heartbreak.
I think the moment that Ida relives, there is it is a day where they had already begun their training, already had started to strengthen themselves with their abilities for lacing, and they had snuck away to get more time at the temple. Now it's pouring with rain outside, and they are sitting there with a letter in their hand, having received a missive from one of the front lines, as they are just all of the form that they have learned up until this point is gone, as they find themselves in this fury and rage and helplessness, practicing lacing, but it is not well structured, it is not perfected, it is an outcry for any kind of power that they could get. And there's this moment where they are shooting fire in pretty much every direction until they realize that with the pouring rain, they have surrounded themselves in steam, as they are now sitting there in this haze of their own making before what is their teacher has to come up and pull them out of this haze into the rain, just grabbing them and pulling tight before Ida cries probably the hardest they've ever cried in their life.
Nodak, what is a moment of biting anger in your life?
Nolak's budding anger in their life, I think, starts with them not knowing who they are and just being confused about everything, and just not being able to honestly speak with themselves. But then also at the same time, being able to like just try to talk to themselves and just meeting a barrier all the time until they eventually just met 2 people who like did change their lives and made them truly happy as well.
As Drake, what is a moment of bitter jealousy?
Drake would think back to when he was younger, just left the facility. He would have passed by a town, seeing all the families smiling, laughing, holding hands, doing what normal families would do. It made him hurt, made him jealous of the life he was never allowed to live. The longing for what he never had. He wanted what they had. Drake always wished he could have left what he was behind. And he's jealous of anyone who could change what they are. He believed he was a tool, and he was jealous of the people who weren't.
Miss Tegha, what was a moment of empty sadness? That's for you, Cupid, sorry.
Oh,
That's right.
sorry, I did not hear. You said empty sadness?
Mhm.
Hmm. I think it would be Tegha finally saving up enough money to buy himself something really nice. Because he just had very bad luck. Like, he'd lost some money, he'd not been able to find, like, extra jobs, including the guard job in Tajima. And he finally manages to get this one thing. Like, he was lucky for once in his life. Like, he got it on sale, it was good quality, and he got it, and then he tripped and it broke.
Oh my god.
And he
So
spent
sad.
so much money on this one thing. He just wanted this one thing. And he
Oh
hoped
my
his
gosh.
luck would change for, like, just this one moment. Like, he wouldn't trip or anything, and it didn't happen. And he couldn't put this thing back together because it was just so broken. And he just felt deep inside himself, because he usually doesn't feel sad about the bad luck he experiences, because it's just a daily thing for him. It's been a part of his life, you know,
It's like breathing.
that he's just so used to it. Yeah, it's like breathing. It's just been there his whole life. And now, in this one moment of deep sadness, he's like, oh, oh, uh, huh. So, so this bad luck this is why they call it bad luck, because it's not good. And I think in that moment, he just, like, when it happened, uh he would just start laughing and chuckle to himself, but he wouldn't be crying, but he would have this deep sadness for a while.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
What was the thing? Was it a book? Was it a bag? Was it some clothes? What? Was it a radio? They're expensive.
Yeah, that is true. I think
Maybe it was a figurine from his favorite
was-
manga.
yeah, it could be like a figurine from his favorite show manga. a collector's item, if you will,
Mhm.
and just to throw it in there like limited edition collector's item, the type
course.
that they make a certain number of,
Oof.
and then they stop producing it, and then you can only get it again if someone is selling it for like
Of
sky
course.
high prices.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Hey, you
Alright,
said
now
be
you're getting
silly.
too
You
real.
didn't say.
Yeah, that
You
that
didn't
hit
say
way
how
too
silly
close to
sad.
home.
but as like you
I
think
said
on
I
that,
will be silly.
Zor, what is
Yes.
your moment of cold fulfillment?
Cold fulfillment. I'm not good with emotions. What does that mean?
Think of like you've done a job, but like, was it
Mm.
worth doing? Was it something you want? Would like when you got the result at the end? Was it? Did it matter anymore?
Yeah, I got. I think one of those is. Well, there's a lot of those actually. Experiments from back in the lab. They all included so much pain, really. That wasn't really necessary. It doesn't really feel like he got anywhere with any of them. He never really made any real progress. He just did more experiments, took more notes every single time, got nowhere closer to his actual goal. And they all were basically life ruining for like other people.
What was the goal? So, do you remember?
Well, you can see on the walls what his goal really was, and that was to somehow make contact with an old wisp he found when he was a child. That it had secrets, it had things to share, but it disappeared and he could never find it again. So he spent so many years in the lab trying to find different ways to get it again, to find it. He never did, never came back. And, well, he just wasted away so much of his life.
And now you're here, surrounded by wisps. As Hitodama move, as you yourself are one. As you think on your emotions, you think on your feelings, you start to see the people in front of you and the people behind you. Their forms taking on their on these their forms in life in the moments of their death. As you see these fireflies that are Dia lamps with white flames that shimmer every type of color, 4 wings of flames, flying and moving around amongst you all, as with them are Deva, these celestial beings that look like just like Shia elves with soft, warm brown skin, in ornate kimonos and saris, as they glow this ethereal, radiant light, as they're helping you fill your forms and helping you explain the process of the afterlife. Zor, as you appear, you feel your body is off balance as there's a rush of light coming from beneath you. As you look, as those around you that look to Zor see that he's in 2 halves, as light shines from his bottom half and his top half as if a lamp, as the light centers the separation point. As your lower half trying to balance and move, the top half needing to hold onto the body. Can you roll me an acrobatics check as you try to hold yourself together? And how do you react to being in 2 halves? And the struggle of trying to move.
Good roll.
Damn.
Well, it doesn't seem like too difficult, but it's definitely a shock to see like he's not in the kind of. It's not something he's used to, and definitely didn't expect this to happen. I mean, he's just kind of in shock while just kind of moving around, trying to figure out how to do this.
And it takes you surprisingly no time. As like you kind of like tuck in each edge into like as if like you were like a box that like was trying to fit another box inside it. As you tuck yourself in, you're able to hold yourself in place with no trouble. Actually, no. Describe what it looks like. Are you like how are you perfectly balanced? How do you keep yourself from falling apart?
Well, yeah, I mean, tucking in like his clothes, basically, kind of moving up his belt to like be right between them. Just kind of using his clothes and holding a bit with his hands. I mean, well, yeah, it kind of just works.
Yeah, you got this. That's Ito. As the shaman, Aurora, Umeko, and Auron are called over. This one looks like they died trying to contain constellation magic, okay? So be careful. They've been studying it too. We've kept them separated because, just in case they try to do anything funny, okay? Just be careful. They warn you, Umeko and Auron and Aurora. As they lead you to a little room that would lead to the kitchen where Ita is in. Held in bounds of lightning and astral energy that are wrapped around him. As they gather around the fox as his fur is zapping and filled with stars. As Ita, what are you doing in this moment as you're being held back?
I think Ida is like it is that insane amount of energy that Ida is like still trying to keep in. So there is just a desperate look on Ida's face as the normal like wisps of or the normal like fluffy sort of like fur that Ida has is like almost like matted and solid on them as you can see just these waves of heat coming out from them as you can see they are actively like tensing like and like twitching as they are so desperately trying to keep any of this energy in sort of in some points being like moved and thrown by the energy within inside of the restraints. The only reason they're not flying around the room is because they are tied up.
As Aurora, how do you react as you see Ita being contained and held back because of this possible lashing of energy surging from him? As you reveal that it's constellation magic.
I think Hasuko, I'm gonna start using this name now, so I can get used to it. Hasuko kind of like is taken aback, cause he does like she's only interacted with Ito a few times, but like he seems cool. They seem cool. Like they don't seem like insane or anything like that. But like seeing this magic overtake them, it's like, what the hell were they tinkering with? I think like she kind of looks toward Umeko and Auron, trying to get a sense of like what should they do. Like this isn't something they've dealt with yet.
What do you think, Auron?
I mean, constellation, like, what does it look like? What does it look like while it's like being contained?
It's like that of like the stars themselves. Astral energy, as it's the magic that Rakshasa used in the start of the Keep of the Stars. As if you remember, Auron, it's that feeling of every school of magic but none at the same time.
Interesting. I want to say release it, but I don't know what the consequences of that would be.
What do you think, Umeko? As this is something you've been researching and studying yourself, as you see it in use here before you.
I think she's a bit concerned because she's talked to Ita and Kumari before about this constellation magic, and they wanted to go have an exploration, and the many times she's seen it like around, it's been like quite mysterious. So seeing all of that in Ita has a like, what exactly happened? And is bro right basically, but like in an Umeko sort of way.
Do you explain yourself, Ita?
I guess, yeah, does Ida see these three walk in and kind of just go, what?
Yeah, like unlike you, they don't have like this spectral, wispy energy coming from them. They're not like the Deva or the Sakake.
Gotcha.
The shaman are
Okay.
as they are, and with them are three figures. One, a tall Kirin man, handsome with wild, untamed hair, in a kimono, made of rags essentially, as they drag it around them. As with Umeko, there is a Shiana boy with a third eye that's painted red vermilion, as their windswept white hair is trails behind them with a long ponytail, as they wear a kimono decorated with the patterns of feathers and wings, as they wear a beaded necklace that has tasseled yin and yang ornaments on them. And Reino has that's Mashura, as Uchtar is the Kirin, or the Tiefling. And with Auron is this small little boy, this small little samurai, this little hero, as he dressed in his samurai armor that's like hide and splint with its square plates, is painted and decorated with stars, with a star and plant motif, as a little Leonin with their mane made of astral energy that creates almost like an afro of clouds that lands and curls onto their shoulders, as there's a katana hilt sticking out of their forehead as they stand on guard. As yeah, you see the shaman and their spirit kai, their kami kai with them. How do you respond? How do you explain yourself?
I think, recognizing some of their friends is just like, oh, hello, everyone. How are you doing? What brings you here?
Ida, what happened? Why are you? What's?
Oh, you know what? That's fair. That's a fair question. So during everything that transpired, there was some sort of explosion from the hall, and a dragon made of just this massive amount of light erupted from it, and as it was flying, it let loose so much celestial energy. I had to do something to help everyone there, and well, I've got it. I'm not quite sure what to do with it now, but at least people were able to escape.
That was rather noble of you, but I don't know how. She's kind of like Umeko kind of like looking around, like, how do we get Ita out of here?
Oh well, if you guys are ready to take him, Deva explains.
They can just go like this?
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here. Are you ready to go?
Sure. I suppose if you all think it's safe.
Is there a way to help keep them contained a little bit? Not strapping them down or anything, but like, could I use the weave strands to like suppress the amount of damage that would go to anybody or any of the souls or themselves?
Do you want to try using Arcana even as you try to
Hey Umeko, I'm gonna try a thing. I'm so bad at Arcana.
I'm a help. If you want me, I could probably roll the Arcana.
No, yeah. Umeko, here's my idea. You execute it better than I can. Magic, I don't know. I'll give you the help action,
Please. Yeah.
Please?
Please, as a treat one time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
As you explain it to Umeko. Sorry, I didn't realize that didn't count as me saying yes.
Oh shit.
I have food in my mouth.
I mean, that's still a 20.
As you explain the situation, as Umeko, you use your knowledge to try to find anchor points, almost like acupuncture. As like with the weave strand, you're able to kind of latch, you attaching, recouping through, almost like thread. As like you have the Tegha, which is the Tegha of the world weave, which it means thread in Punjabi. As you loop it through bits and bobs of the lace, the constellation magic, Hasuko. The Deva is pulling some of the energy away, and Ita, you feel it's still holding you in, but you're a bit more. Sorry, bless me. As you pull, you begin to use the weave to contain him and hold him in place. And Ita, you feel those bounds are pulled away. As the David, I apologize. It's just sometimes, even constellation magic breaks the bounds of Otherworld, and it's safer.
Interesting.
How are you feeling now, Ita? Any better?
Well, does it feel as dangerous as it did before, Kaz, for Ita?
No, you feel.
Do they feel like it's actively trying to escape still?
You feel like you're charged, but you feel like you're in that rush of adrenaline from like death still in you, but you don't feel like you're. It's just like you don't feel like you're like you did that day when you were surrounded by steam and lashing lightning or constellation magic. As you hold it in place, even using some of your own lacing, as you don't feel bound by material limitations here.
I suppose I feel fine. I just feel like I'm vibrating. I don't know. It's just a lot of whew. This feels weird to ask in this time. Does anyone have a notebook? I don't have a lot of the same stuff on me. I feel like this is a prime opportunity to take notes.
You should have. Where's Ita's stuff? Did they take it off of them when you brought him in?
If you look for Ita, you'll find it where you put it.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was in the middle of eating when everything happened, so I didn't know.
We could provide one if you'd like.
Oh no, it's good. I have a section in my notebook already written out. It's like Ida opens their notebook and you can see what looks to be like already like chapters of pages written about constellation magic, and most of it's just question marks.
Mm.
Ida just goes, "All right, now if I start to run some tests here, will you be able to help me identify the results and help me document where is here? I need to know, I guess, what
Oh,
the
boy.
bounds of everything is, so
Oh,
I
you're
know
in.
what the environmental.
The Dave is about to speak as they see Umeko and
No,
Aurora.
no. Shh, 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 shh.
Aurora stopped them. Sorry, Hasuko.
Hasuko.
Stop. As they stopped them.
I'm assuming this is a similar situation to where I had stepped through before, maybe like a tear in some sort of space, like I did back at the temple before, but I'm not quite sure. I just don't want any, energies or interference to mess up the results.
I think Umeko puts her hand on Ita's shoulder
Mm-hmm.
and just sighs. Ita, you've passed on.
I think Ida, who was very excited to now get to test the thing that they had been so desperately searching for, you see their ears sort of like droop down as their excited energy just falls, as they just lose a lot of the enthusiasm and joy they had, as they sort of just droop down as they go, "Oh,
I'm sorry.
I suppose, was everyone around the hole able to escape the blast, I suppose?"
We don't
What
know
does my
that, do we?
spidey sense tell me?
You don't know.
Oh shit.
Shit. Umeko just looks at Hasuko like, what do we tell him?
I think Hasuko will just. We don't know for sure. What is happening right now is you and a bunch of other spirits need help moving on down the Lashan, and from there you'll make your choice. And right now, we can go out and maybe see if anybody that was around you, maybe their souls ended up here, and if not, then you good.
Ida can tell, trying so hard, just goes,
Thumbs
"Okay,
up.
sure. Let's go searching, I suppose." That's fine. I think in this moment, the notebook that is, it's one of those notebooks that you can tell like pages and different things have been added, the binding has been expanded. They are like death clutching it against their chest. There is a real moment where they start to walk and they almost just like let it drop down to the floor, and there's a moment where they don't even clock that it's dropped before they go, "Oh shoot," and they pick it back up and just go, "Well, yes, yes, if there are people that we can still help around here, we should go do that. Go check." Sorry, you're probably on like a whole rotation or everything.
Oh no. Ita, take your time. You take as much time as you need.
We'll be here when you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to think of a decision as of yet. You've got time.
When a Deva oh, I'm sorry. When a Deva like walks by, she like kind of leans in. It's gonna be okay. We can't let them know yet.
Sorry, what was that? You sneeze?
What? Yeah, achoo.
You pull out a tissue. As
Terrible allergies in the afterlife.
honestly, with all that lavender around, hypoallergenic. As you're moving along the line and trying to explain the situation, Ita, as you look around, to some miracle, the miracle being you and everyone else, there is no one that like struggled to escape Tajima's guild. Everyone you saw that thanked you, that you knew, there's not a single face that like in this group now, other than the adventurers that you're about to see, and that strange glassy looking fellow with the black rib cage. Other than them, you is like completely different. These are the last batch of Tajimians. As they gathered at the waiting desk and handed their Hokera and told that everything's going to be okay and take as much time as you need. As once you're ready to move on, it's time to move to Otherworld. As the shaman are brought to you as you all wait, Aurora, Umeko, and Auron. Sorry, Hasuko and Auron.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No. Do you explain the situation to them as they all gather?
Auron, do you want to explain, buddy? Because I feel like Uko and I have been doing a lot. You want to go? You want to go do it? Moo?
I think Moo might have fallen asleep.
All right, I lied. It's all right, Umeko. Let's
Yeah. Joint session. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi
You guys
everyone.
got it.
You might be wondering why you're here.
So you might be wondering how you got here. Well,
this is the waiting room. Through that door, there is a boat waiting for you, and we will be guiding you down the Lashan toward Helroma. Umeko, take it away.
You don't have to get on immediately. But when you go through those doors, that's it. So, if you need to take your time, please do. And, we're sorry about everything that happened. We just hope that you can find it within yourselves to forgive us. And if you can't, we understand.
Mm-hmm.
We did not mean to attack or hurt anyone.
Ida off to the side just raises a small hand.
Yes?
I suppose I'm maybe a bit out of the loop here. I heard an announcement in camp, but I feel like I'm missing a
Oh.
good chunk of
Oh.
events
Oh,
that
Gosh.
may have
Oh.
happened.
Oh, Shane. Oh, Shane.
Okay. So unfortunately, it was just very, very bad timing. We were all going out to the Churel, right? Umeko, Auron, and I all ascended at the same time. A shaman ascension is when we have to talk to all of the spirits that have recently passed, and because of the fire in the Minagura woods and the siege that happened previously, there were like 1 million of them that each of us had to talk to. But because of
I
that,
sliced someone in half.
okay, Auron, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
That's
Aura.
me.
Mr. Dornfist.
As he's standing right there.
I just I just raised a hand. Me.
So because of that, some of the spirits who are very resentful for what all of, Tajima has done, used our bodies and possessed us to harm a lot of you and evidently kill some of you, and we are sorry. We couldn't control that, but we're here now, and we are going to help you in any way we can.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for the
Sorry.
context. No, I'm just good to know. Is there a
I may also
running
have impaled
list?
someone through the heart.
Auron, you're not making this easier.
Please stop talking, Mr. Dornfist.
Is there a running list, I suppose, of who
She
is-
gestures to the wave of thousands of souls behind you.
Okay. All right.
You can imagine the workload we've had.
Yes.
These are not people we've killed, by the way. Not all of them, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
To clarify,
I
this
was
also
gonna
from the
that's a
siege.
lot.
Yeah, no.
No. This is also
no.
from the siege. This is also from the Minagura woods. Like all of the spirits of the trees and grass and everything. Like this is not all on us.
Yeah.
I suppose that I meant like residents of Tajima is my question.
Full disclosure, I do have memory gaps, so I may have slaughtered more than I remember.
Mr. Dornfist, can you stop talking, please?
Why do we just want to follow every spirit?
Oh my god. Yeah, how many Tajimians did we? Karna, Zor, Hibana,
About 14.
Preeti. 14!
Oh god.
Like including
Okay.
NPCs.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
14.
All right.
I'm one.
I'm sorry.
Yes, hello.
Come to think of it, I did fire a sunbeam that traveled for quite a
Mr.
distance.
Dawnfist!
Ah.
Oh, look at this nice leaflet.
Raynor, can you levitate him to the door, please?
As random. Don't worry. Kai, hold my hand. I don't think we got the emotional capacity for this one. Anyway, we've had a long spirit life. It's gonna be okay, Makai. I got you. As he holds your hand. You want me to show you something? As he looks up to you, Auron.
Oh, okay.
Alright, watch this. As he gets his paw, puts it in front of the other. I got no finger now. As he does that little trick where he loses his finger. It's gone. I couldn't protect it. Oh no. Just joking. It's there. Look, it's there. I got it. It's okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Don't be scared, my guy. It's okay. As Marshal's just watching. Oh my goodness. Oh, he almost lost his finger. Archibald, you see that? When did we do? I was gonna think, when did we lose? Did he get his finger caught on the boat or something? Maybe he caught it in the water. No. He's got his finger. It's fine. Oh, I see.
Oh my
I see.
god, Archibald.
As they're just watching.
Stupid.
As they're just
They're
watching.
both dumb. They're both so dumb.
Zooming in on Rado, just like.
Where's the manacles?
and
I love
and
it. I love
Mashiro
it.
have their monocles on as examining, making sure he's actually okay. But as they've been pulled apart, pulled away on spot to stage right with Auron, Hasuko and Umeko, as you explain the situation, you all see those doors that lead out to Tajima open to reveal a white light. As beyond is, as you watch a wave of spirits leave with you all find yourself stepping onto a wooden surface of a giant steamboat. But instead of a chimney, there's a tree with a lavender and orange blossoms blooming at the top as they exude mystical energy. As these huge water wheels in the front and the side just push the boat along a crystalline water. As you look down at the river beneath you, as it flows inland instead of out to sea, you see that there is scales underneath. As the Lashan Sora, the dragon that holds the heavens up, makes this, as you know through mythology or the Shian religion, makes this river. And as it lays there sleeping, you can see it shift and shuffle from time to time. As on the riverbanks, you see these shadows lurking between bushes of lavender and spider lilies, as yokai in the shadows lurk and watch in their staggered motions, urged and excitably make their way to the water, but watch the boat as the boats drift slowly along the river. As you see on the wooden surface of the boat, you can see the tails of Tajima, lacquered and glossy as they reflect the night sky above. As you see a perfect night and morning sun and moon scene, as two moons are rising, two moons are setting, moving across the sky in strange ways, as you've never seen the sky ever do. The colors, the way the sun and moons orbit each other, race away from each other, come together as stars appear and disappear. As you look above, you see the world of heaven and its strange just this celestial phenomena just fills you all with this mystical energy as you make your way down the Haroma. As you look down, you see the 8 mountains, the Hita Reishi with its green crystals, the Shigoa Reishi with its steam, the volcano steam that's pouring out. As you look down the corridor, or down the end of the river, at the end is the world. As at the end is your next step and your last one. As I'm asked, how are you feeling as you prepare to make this journey? As starting off with you, Nodak.
Nodak is like taking just like a deep breath, like hand in fist, but like at the same time can't help but like just be in awe by like everything you're seeing, and also just like questioning everything as well.
What about you, Zo? How are you feeling?
Well, it's kind of difficult to say because, like, well, I mean, it's not exactly exciting, but like it's definitely something. It's not really sure. He's kind of confused in his emotions. Like, it's both bad, but also like it's kind of it's scary. It is. But he also like accepts that it's gonna happen. You know?
It happens to everyone.
Yeah. Happens to everyone at some point. Now it's his turn. And also, if I may, just a bit more thing, like him being kind of sliced in half is not the only different thing about him. How it looks. Instead of like normally pale, almost pinkish skin he has, and like mouth that barely shows any emotion at all. His skin is deep red, and his mouth is, well, it behaves normally.
He smiles.
And
Or maybe he frowns.
Yeah.
It can do what it wants now. It's not frigid.
and also he has burn marks
Mhm.
from the fallen stars that were also right there before he got sliced.
Of course, their light has lashed and left these root-like patterns all over him. As Auron, as you take this trip one last time before you return back to material, how are you feeling?
Confused and knowing now that that Kairos, the person who trained me since I was a child, the person who taught me like how to use holy energies and just how to be I guess how to carry myself as a warrior.
Mhm.
Knowing that he's dead is like, I don't know, I feel shaken a bit.
Mhm. It must. When knowing someone so important and integral to Auron is gone. But the luxury, at least, or the privilege of being a shaman, which means when you are that bridge between the material and other world, sometimes you can reach out to those that have passed on. And sometimes you can even help others speak and meet people that they never got the chance to meet. At least through dreams, as a dream shaman. As next up on the list is Drake. How are you feeling as you go down this?
Drake, so we're going down. Rake is, even all the peace this place gives him, he's still angry because I'm guessing. Did I recognize the squid? I'm guessing I recognized the squid people that I saw before I died.
Well, you see them marked with DSM iconography. That's enough to know that they've been the one you've been seeing that have been headhunting you lately. Marked on their armor.
And that would fill him with a fury. No matter how peaceful this place is, he is angry. Because they have found him, they've taken him, and now what they learn from him will be a danger to everyone. Is Drake still in his true form?
He is.
Okay, I will turn. Okay, which one of them is closest to me?
It could be anyone. You could be anywhere amongst the group. As the only people that know who you are just through essence of your energy would be Auron, Umeko, and Aurora. Oh, sorry, Hasuko.
You know what? Since this is gonna be a little bit thematic, I'm gonna turn to Umeko. I'll turn to him and say, the people that have been chasing me have found my body. When you're back in the world of living, make sure to try to find me. It's dangerous for them to have it. I'm gonna try to find my own way out of here, but I'm not sure if I can. I have no idea what's going on.
I'll make a note of that. I think she places a hand on his shoulder if he's comfortable with it. If not, she's just gonna slightly hover her hand over him and just say, We'll help you, and there will be a way. There is a way. You just need to... She's trying to find like the words to be able to try and explain that it will work out, but she can feel like his anger and is not 100% sure what to say.
Greg would end up like after you say what you say, he would look at his hands and say, "I'm surprised I have one of these. I wasn't sure I had one." And he'll just be looking at his hands as he's in a spectral form. And he will describe what the people look like. He's gonna tell them what he saw, what happened before he died.
As Hasuka, as you listen, you might recognize that is like that DSM agent you fought in Haido.
Oh shit!
As you can hold on to that for a moment. Go on.
okay.
Actually, no. I'll let you actually go for it first. Go on.
Hasuko, she's listening, but she doesn't want to like interrupt because this is everybody's own like pace and journey and whatnot. But as soon as Drake starts mentioning like what they look like, Hasuko turns her head and she's like, "I know exactly who you're talking about. I thought she was dead. She was in an exploding building."
They never die easy, the bad ones.
You know about this person?
Yes. They had scissors to the weave.
Umeko may recall the report on this, and anyone that might have read the reports on Eight Hands might also be aware of this. Or the person. Sorry, continue.
Well, that is concerning. I thought Haruki cut off the DSM supply.
There's still a way to get smuggled it in, though. We don't know. As she turns... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright.
I was going to say, Umeko would actually know that Haruki's actively put out like a hunt for DSM at post Churel, as that's the next plan on his docket. Sorry, go on, say.
Oh.
Drake?
Yes?
Please know. We will do whatever it takes to make sure that they do not get this information.
They already have my body. It's too late.
It's
I'm back where I started, and he would, like, he's on the beginning of a spiral because that's one of his biggest fears.
It's never too late. Look at how we were in the siege. Did you think it was too late when Nargosuke turned up? Did you think it was too late when you caught that javelin and threw it back at that archer?
So sick.
That was sick as hell.
That was raw as hell, I ain't gonna lie.
Fucking got me shaking my head. That's just the memory. So go on.
It's never too late. And you cannot let yourself spiral like this. Not now.
The thing is, I could have fought back. We could have fought back. I don't even know where my body's gonna be.
We will find it.
Well, when you find it, be prepared to fight whatever monstrosity they make from it.
And we will fight them. And we will end it.
Gods, I hope so.
I know, sir. It's fated.
And you'd kind of lean forward and kind of zone out.
What about you, Tegha? How you feeling? Cupid.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you didn't hear. Okay.
Like, can you repeat the question? My brain is like forgetting everything.
As you've been told that you're dead, and you're moving on. You're on a boat that is heading down the river to Otherworld, and you kind of like have to come to terms with your death. As you're seeing Drake spiral, you're seeing some of Tajma's heroes with you. How is Tegha feeling?
So Tegha almost missed the boat. As it was leaving, they were like, "Wait! Wait!" Like waving from whatever counts as a shore. Wait! And then they trip, and then they get back up and just continue running till they reach the ship, and like they see everything. They're just late because bad luck follows them everywhere, even in
Of
here.
course. It's a latch to the spirit.
Yeah.
You want to borrow my luckstone?
Oh, actually, I bought one of those like way back. It was on sale, but it broke. So like, I don't really think it will work for me. But thank you. Sore, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, this is so cool! Oh my god. I think Tegha is just amazed. Like, this place looks so cool. Like, they know they're dead, but they're like, this doesn't compare to what they were experiencing back in the living. So they're like, they knew it was gonna happen. Like, they always knew. Like, it was either gonna be a huge ass, like, yokai or some other kind of monster killing them, or their bad luck just being what it is.
Something.
So they're like, they had come to terms with dying a long time ago. So they're like, so this is the boat. Wow. So they're just amazed, like looking out and like everything is happening. They take it in and just like absorb it as it goes,
Yeah. What about you, Ita? How are you feeling?
Ida is feeling miserable. I think, being told that they were able to save the people in the guild hall cheers them up a little bit, but there is just such a sense of I would say like failure that Ida just feels, where these sights are beautiful and everyone around them, is making jokes. Well, Shaman's got pulled away by a weird cartoon crook. Like things people, are enjoying the fact that they now get to go into bliss. But I think for Ida, they are just wrapped with regret. And while people might be looking and pointing at things, enjoying all of the sights, Ida is probably just folded in on themselves, probably looking at their feet. They are just a ball of stress, which, compounding with the energy that they are rattling with, means they are probably a literal space heater furnace, probably just emanating energy around them.
They're full of it right now. Emotions, energy, all of it. As Umeko, as you're about to take the trip one last time, as you're told by the waiting desk that like this is your last batch. You'll be able to head back to material. How are you feeling?
I think she's quite emotional, having done all these trips and then seeing people that she thought she'd never see again, seeing other people that are near and dear to those in Tajima.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just kind of takes it all in, and then it's a very content feeling that she has.
Yeah.
And she's kind of finally come to terms and accepting the fact that this is a part of who she is, and she's ready to keep going.
What about you, Hasuko?
Knowing that when this is all said and done, like, she's proud that she got to be with everybody on their different journeys throughout this whole thing. But knowing that when they all come back, things are going to be okay, and she's going to put all of her time and energy into appreciating every single person in her life, knowing now what happens after when they go. That she will live every single day to the absolute fullest she can. She's gonna punch a fucking Churel.
Hell yeah.
And now she has a family to look forward to.
Of course. Those hope Archstar needs nieces and nephews. He's good with kids. As Archstar, Mashiro, and Auron. Archstar wrapping around you, he's placing his head on yours. Mashiro wrapping himself around you, Umeko. As Raynor standing in front of you, Auron, like you can barely take a step forward without punting him. As Raynor stands in front of you, as he wants to protect you so much that like he needs to encroach anything trying to get into your space. He has to be there first, as he stands there. And as you feel their love pouring through them, as they stand protecting you, both physically, both mentally, both spiritually, is like with just their energy and just their own, like their duty in life is to look after you, to be there for you, and you feel it with them as they continue this journey with you. As the door opens, as you begin making your way down.
Sorry, that's the one I got. The one.
You needed one. As the bolt makes its way down the corridor, down the Lashan Sora, it opens. As you can all see, a corridor of metal panels that go down and stretch. As a glow of blue fills that corridor, as no other light shines. As I think everyone here but Theg and... Actually, no, I lie. Theg and all of you might have at some point adventured here. Or even just heard tales. As you see through that door, the corridors of Kasakawa Factory.
Uh-oh.
It's a factor. That's... Ah.
Umeko, Aurora, and Auron, as they wait, or as everyone sees the door open, sorry, Hasuko, as they stand by on the prow of the boat, as spirits around you are just bubbling and watching the waters and trying to keep in, as they've been urged on by the spirit Kai. Do you guide any of them to the door? Do you shut the door? What do you do? As they stand and watch, does anyone move towards it?
Any one of the shamans or any one of us?
Anyone?
Is this what the afterlife normally looks like? It's just
Well, it's different for everyone, but I think it would be worth the journey for each of us to go together. And she looks to Drake.
Drake nods and would walk towards the door.
okay.
So we'll probably follow.
Mm-hmm.
Kasakawa factory. That's just the factory in Kasakawa, right?
Yeah, underneath the
Mhm.
mountain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As you all make your way through the corridor, you see wires around you. Unlike how you've seen it before, it isn't a ruin. Tubes full of amorphous forms, covered in yokai eyes and mouths, float and bubble in the waters. As you see beasts and animals that have been twisted and corrupted, mechanical creatures along this corridor in these tubes. Drake, you feel a pull deep within. Drake?
Yeah.
How do you move through the corridor as the metal tiles are clang underfoot?
Drake would take his time, a hand on each one. He would say each name of the experiment, like each experiment. He's memorized the names.
Roll
He's
history check.
You want history check?
I'm gonna say with advantage.
I'm bad at that. Advantage, okay. Oh.
With a 13, it doesn't it's not like the names aren't super descriptive as you go through them. There's Project Yokai, there's Project Adapt, there's Project Hammer. And as you're moving down the
Drake
corridor,
would say them in Drake would remember them what he called them as when he was younger. He probably called Project Hammer like PM or something like that. He sees these things as almost siblings. And that's what he remembers them as.
Yeah.
Never the official name, but what he wanted them to be.
As you're moving down the corridor, you hear the clanging of footsteps as someone is running down the corridors as they wind around you. As you realize it stretches and spreads as the metal tiles become a labyrinth before you. Do you run towards the sound?
Forward.
Mm-hmm.
He would make his way towards the sound. He's making sure. I'm guessing everyone's with us, so he's making sure they keep up.
As you're following, does anyone have any reactions, any thoughts, any emotion as they watch? As I'm going to go down the list. Nodak?
I don't think Nodak has outwardly showing too much emotions. He's just following along.
Yeah. What do you, Hasuko?
I think there's a tiny bit of fear being back in Kasakawa, especially in these labs. But she shoves it down because this is for Drake. This is something that he needs on this journey. So she'll just be kind of on edge a little bit, but if Drake needs support, she will give it.
Yeah. What about you, Umeko?
I think she's just kind of trying to take it in after Drake told her to make a note of everything in case like his body and everything was taken away, so she's just trying to make a mental note of everything she can so she can like write everything down.
What about you, Auron? Moomo boy?
I am here.
I'm just gonna message you, sorry.
I think this.
Oh, what? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, just. I guess prepared to. Prepared to support Drake, I believe it was.
What about you, Tegha? You feeling lucky?
Oh.
Are you asking the most unlucky person in the whole universe? Are you feeling lucky? Oh,
I believe
this man.
I believe that is.
Yeah.
Well, being unlucky and feeling unlucky isn't the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. They are feeling as lucky as they can feel and ready to support Drake in whatever it is that happens. What happens, and they're ready. We're ready to fuck some shit up. Yeah.
What about you, Ita?
I think Ida is, intrigued by the place, but is more or less sort of following the motions. They are, following the shamans, making sure they go down the right path. But I mean, I don't think they're in a headspace to fully understand probably the significance of this place for Drake, unfortunately.
And what about you, Zor?
Well, Zor both kind of recognizes the place and doesn't recognize the place.
Yeah.
Because it's more like Drake stuff, but like it reminds him of a lab he worked at, and he also feels like he knows some of the stuff that's been made there. It reminds him of his own past as well, kind of. But it's not exactly a good feeling. It's yeah. Doesn't really want to find out what things are walking around in here.
I can imagine. With Zor's past. But as you hold half yourself together and the rest of you all run along and chase, Drake, as you're moving forward, you see running between the shadows a figure in a long coat that's a mix of a bodysuit, like a hazmat with a full covering, and draping tails like a tailcoat. As they run along the corridors, they actually bump into you, Drake. As actually, Drake, roll me a dex save as they run towards you.
Dex.
With 28, as you see them coming towards you, how do you stop them? Do you let them just kind of like run past you? Do you catch them? What do you do?
Drake would stick one hand out and just stop them where they are.
As they're running, you hear them huffing and then puffing, and as soon as they look at your arm, then they turn to look at you. Leo? Leo?
Oh, that is
That's-
one of the names. And I'm guessing I recognize him?
You do. This is Dr. Dev. DEV. One who worked closely with you, who spent as much time as he actually, like, this is the doctor you are the most familiar with. They offered to educate you, they offered to show you, and although they didn't know much martial arts themselves, they showed you a bunch of different kung fu mangas and martial and like shonen, and just showing you different ways of fighting through, like, and like just essentially being like this action hero, and like almost like maybe they fed you this media through their own excitement, through like radio shows and plays and such. As like they every chance they could, they'd take you out of the lab to spend a moment with you. Drake, how do you respond as you see this man who, for all the experiments, for all the forced compliance that you would have to just cope with in the lab, as you stand before Dr. Dev, this man who, would you say he, like, how impactful was he on your life?
To Drake, there's only one person that really saved him from here. Dr. Dev, as he looks back now, is the one that was trying to keep him in line. He may have shown him... He only gave him the taste of the outside world while keeping him in a cage.
Mm.
Drake... It's hard to say. There's so many emotions going through him right now. And seeing him is like... Drake would say, "You have failed me for so long. I don't want to ever see you again." And he will push him aside and walk forward.
As you...
Hopefully being able to find the man that he's looking for in here.
As you search, as you push Dev aside, he looks at you. Like, you can see through the faded, the fogged mask. Leo, don't. As he just looks ejected, just like shrugs his shit. Like, he doesn't shrug his shoulder, but you see him like just leave all the energy that left him. I thought we could maybe reconnect.
You could have saved me. And you hear a quiver in Drake's voice. You could have saved me. But you left me there, being dissected by these monsters. You think you deserve forgiveness? You think... If Drake had teeth right now, he would be clenching them. He turns back around to Dr. Dev. You showed me the outside world. You made me want more. Then you left me in the dark. And the only man that was brave enough to save me, he died that day.
As Dev watches. No, go on.
Drake will then push him to the ground. You don't deserve my forgiveness. I live for myself. I live for the man that saved me. I'm a tool for good, not your experiment anymore. And as he will clench his fist and release it, because there's more important things than this man, and he continues walking on.
Dev's dejection and upset. You guys can feel it. As you feel, as your emotions just pour out of you, Dev just watching you, ignoring the rest of the group as like they're standing behind. He watches as he looks to you. It wasn't all of us that were trying to. We tried to like stop them. Do you not think I every moment until I died, I thought of what you could have been. Do you not think I tried to make some of that easier on you? Do you not think I gave you all of this? I gave you all of that enrichment so that you wouldn't have to just suffer day in, day out. As you see them you feel them getting angry as well.
You still left me to suffer. I don't even know what I am anymore. Look at me. And he turns back around, and you see him, his entire body just flare up. You made me this. I don't know what I am. I'm not human. Look at me. And Drake will go back up to him. You could have freed me. You could have done so much more. You could have reading is a book worth thousands. Oh, my blood, my tears, the being who I was.
The being that you are now is so much more, though.
I'm an abomination. I'm nothing but a tool. I'm a product. I'm no different than a fucking sword.
As you hear him through his breathing heavy through the mask. But wasn't any of it like at least like sure we had to provide that material for you, but did I saw it make you smile countless times. I heard you laugh as we would share those stories, recount those stories, and I'd watch you practice. Was that all just a lie, just to become this abomination? Are you gonna let this what you are physically take away from what's inside that boy that I still see?
This place made sure that boy died. you're trying to make me into a monster. I kept myself alive. Of course I smelled those things. Those were the only enjoyment I had here. Imagine you being locked up all your life, and then you get a sample of freedom. Of course, of course I'm gonna be mad.
Don't you think I have a choice too, though? I have a family to feed. I have so many people relying on me. Like
So you had a family. You have kids. You imagine one of your kids being stuck here in this hell.
roll me a history or an insight check.
History or insight?
Yeah.
I know which one I'm rolling. Oh god.
That's absurd. As like I think that's the lowest you've ever rolled insight. As like you watch him, he can't find the words. He can't give you a response. Because for all that he says and he does, as you watch him, you know he's thinking of someone just as you are. That woman, there was a woman, the scientist that you heard of, who gave all of her time, all of her energy in this lab. And as you like feel, like even through just like through death, the emotion and the energy can be like resonant through him, through like the lack of body, through the fear like that is like coming through them, even through the suit. Like the woman, the scientist that he thinks of, who did sacrifice their family for something just like Drake. As you heard of those tales within the halls, he can't give you words. He can't give you a response. So instead, he just steps back into one of the test tubes as he like bangs into it. And he just kind of like leans against it as he tries to like just let the other group go past, looking down, ashamed.
Maybe in your next life you'll be a better person, and I'll walk off.
And does anyone in the party respond? Does Nodak, as you see Dr. Dev, do you respond to him, or do you continue chasing Drake?
I think Nodak just looks at Dr. Dev to see if he's gonna try to chase Drake as well, and if Dev is trying to do anything, Nodak will just like try to stop Dev from doing anything.
Dev just stays leaning against, wanting to shrink into the shadows as you watch him.
Already. Then he'll go just chase Drake then.
What about you, Zo?
Well, he specifically stay silent for this.
No worries.
Yeah, yes. He just walked past.
This already reminds you enough of something else to maybe take your focus. What about you, Hasuko?
Yep. Stunned. There is no words that she could say that would make this any better. But she's also kind of like heartbroken for Drake. Because like from what little she knows of Drake, but what all Karna has told her about what happened to him in Kasakawa, like this is just, it's heartbreaking. And she feels so bad. So she'll just follow him. Just if he needs anything, she'll try her best to help.
Yeah. Umeko?
She's very quiet in the entire exchange. She's at a complete loss for words. She doesn't know what to say. I don't think she says anything.
Auron?
Hmm. I want to say like angry at the idea that this was done to Drake, but I think, yeah, I guess just angry and resentful for like, yeah, for what's been done to Drake, to his friend.
Of course. So what about you, Theg?
Also angry that this has happened to Jay. And doesn't spare the scientist a glance, doesn't remember his name, does not even try to. And they wanna. Can I use my telekinesis to just tilt him a little bit so he just falls as he's crumbling?
Sorry, repeat that again?
Can Tegha use his telekinesis to just shove him a little bit?
He can.
Like, he doesn't look at him, doesn't
You
acknowledge
shove him into a
that
test
this
tube
man.
like a locker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
no,
bad
and then for
definitely.
good measure.
Definitely,
Yeah,
as you kind of like,
just for good measure, tie his shoelaces together
that's it.
if he
Like,
has any.
as he tries to get up, his shoelaces have been tied, and as he goes to like move and chase, he turns and rolls in on one of the test tubes, and like you see him roll into it as the glass kind of like lifts up and pulls him in. What about you, Ita?
Man, I think Ida is obviously like frustrated or like angry hearing all of this, but I mean, there's not much that they feel like they can do. I think they would want to chase after Drake or at least keep up with Drake in case there is something, you know, that they can do to help in these moments to come. I assume Drake's not going to be. Drake will need all the help that he can get.
As you and as you chase, as Dr. Dev gets pushed into the test tube, Drake running, you watch as you feel the factory lights begin to flare and flash red, as like you see a figure dressed in black, leather armor, a only mask over their face, but like you can see that they're human with dusty brown hair, pinstriped detailing over their Under Armour, as like they rush along. Their dusty brown hair swept back. As they run along the corridor, they stop for a second as they double take to see you. Yo, Project Leo, what you doing here? As you see Draco Baker. Sorry.
Drake would run up, his form shifting into. Can I shift into a more normal form? Or...
You can.
You see, Drake would do that, and he would run up and give him a big hug.
He pulls you in, but then like, hey, like no, like let's, like don't mess around. We can hug after. Come on, let's get you out of here. What are you still doing in here?
As I realize this is, I'm guessing, a memory area.
Well, you don't know. But there are some people that do know. Do you ask?
Drake's like, I just need a second, as he continues holding on to him. And, you see Drake is fully in tears. Like, ugly crying. I'm guessing he looks the same age as the day he... I'm guessing is that day?
The day. As like he looks at you. As like he just looks confused. As do you ask Auron or Hasuko or Umeko for answers, or do you kind of like just try to feel at the moment?
Drake would ask, It's not like the last one. What's happening? And I'll say that to any one of them. Anyone can respond to this.
It's hard to explain, but your journey with 2 dream shaman, and Hasuko like motions to both Umeko and Auron, and she'll say this louder for the whole group to hear this too. And I am an ancestor shaman. These things are going to be intertwined. You will see dreams or nightmares, and then people you feel a strong connection with familiarly. Like, it doesn't matter if you're related by blood or not.
Let's follow. And he will hold him to his hand like he did that day and follow along.
He holds you tightly as he runs down the corridors, winding and running past us. You guys have to keep chase as they're guiding you, and like, what are you doing back here? Like, what's? I didn't think I'd have to rescue again.
It's complicated. As he's crying but smiling, being able to see him seeing his father again, the man he considers his father.
Mm. As is holding you, is it? Like I don't know what's going on. Why we got to be back here? But like, are you keeping okay?
I've been doing the best I could.
What do you mean past tense? What's this could business? As like the Halakis accent very rich, as they keep running you down the corridor. You don't get to see their face, or you don't get to see much beyond like their emotion, but you can tell in their tone. Sorry, continue.
I'm trying to figure out if he's like just a memory or an ancestor, mixture of both.
Roll an insight. Actually, well, before you do, does Drake dream about Draco? Does he dream about Kasakawa often?
He dreams about this place on most nights.
But what about Draco?
He's always a part of it. Either him doing something nice, something kind, or reliving this night. Reliving the fleeing.
Yeah. As he's moving you along and running you down the corridors, as you feel his hand, the energy pouring from him, this isn't, for as much as the dreams feel like they're one set emotion, this is more. This is sad. This is like the fact you confront Dev. You're with these adventurers. You're with, and like you run through, and like even just like his questions. This is, you can kind of like gauge that this must be both. It can be a dream, but it can be Draco too.
As soon as Drake feels that, he would stop him.
That's like he
He'd be like-
snags.
He would grab onto his hands and like, you were always like my father. We are in. I spent so many years remembering the good times that we had, and he will tell him about his life, how, like what happened after he got out, him wandering around, the bandits that took him, how he got to Tajma and finally found a place for himself.
He like
And
pats
how
you.
he died.
He pats you on the shoulder and like gives you a little punch, as well, a soft, gentle, like just nudge. Like, don't you think I know that? I've been keeping an eye out for you when we were here. You think I'm gonna stop looking out for you now? Don't worry about like what's happened. There were a good lot that kept you going, but like you don't need to run anymore.
And as soon as he says that, Drake would like almost fall down on himself. Hearing those words, you don't gotta run anymore. Hit him hard. Because he's always been afraid. Even Tajma, he was prepared to run. But hearing those, just something changed.
Does anyone respond to seeing Drake drop to his knees? I'm not gonna go down the list. If you do like. As he drops, Draco lurches forward and catches you as he drops as well. And now you don't need to go sitting down now either. You can you can stand up too.
Drake would like rub the tears from his face and like, yeah. We gotta go.
Well,
The
as he looks through the corridors, do we? I mean,
for me, I don't think my story's done yet. I think there's more for me to do.
you see
So
behind
I
the mask
cannot stay here for long.
an eyebrow raised behind the mask as he just looks at you. Do you know how to get out of here?
Absolutely not. It's gonna take me a while. As he gives a little chuckle.
Well, I've seen that you come out of worse situations. You'll figure it out. As he gives you a nod. As he looks over to the rest of the group. This you lot?
Yep. Fought with him, fought him. What else? They're basically family.
He smiles. Or you hear the sound of him smile.
Aw. What the fuck?
Good lad. Well, take your family somewhere nicer then. I don't think these halls are they're a bit grimy for a nice family walk, I think.
I agree.
Attaboy.
Why don't you join us?
I gotta stay here. I've got my own place. But I'll be ready and waiting when you do get here. We'll have a nice glass of
I
sake.
forget it. I'll make sure to bring the food this time.
He gives you a nod. Go on. Get.
And Drake will slowly move forward,
Mhm.
looking back.
As you look back at the rest of the group, everyone's still there watching. But Zor, something's taken your attention. as there's a mechanical door halfway along the corridor between you and Drake and the group. But you look at it and you see a mesh of numbers. Just give me a second. That are over the door. Give me a second.
Okay.
As you see 25, 15, 2,515 over the door. As you recall, this is one of the rooms you've had to work in. You've done this has been where you spent a fair more recent time, if anything. Well, I say more recent time. The number at least flashes in your head, in your memory, as it hazes by 2,515. As you look over it, just like the letters 112, as those two numbers, flash in your head, they come with that feeling of exhaustion and work as you look at the door. How do you feel as you look at that? What do you do? As Draco leaves.
Is there a lock on that door?
You don't know. It's just a mechanical shut door with a double door that's been shut. There's a keypad beside it, but other than the keypad, it doesn't tell you much beyond.
Well, so Candid just looks at it for a good moment. Doesn't really know how to react. He's definitely curious. Like he's this isn't the exact place. This is some sort of memory.
Yeah.
But
the corridor doesn't feel familiar. Nothing really feels familiar. It's just the numbers in particular.
I mean, he kind of goes up to it.
Yeah.
Looks at the keypad.
It has an assortment of numbers, but also a finger scanner and a password sensor. Oh, sorry, a card sensor. Sorry.
Can I put my finger on the finger scanner?
You can. As it hums, the door opens. As within, you see a room with a table in the middle. Test tubes lining the walls, as you see consoles all over, and all sorts of strange apparatus in this room. Has Zor been in Kasakawa as of late, or like during its collapse?
I think during its collapse, I think it was around the place, but
I don't like has Zor been in the factory? Just
yeah. Yes.
Cool. Because as you look, you see it's overgrown and covered in vines, moss, and twisted and gnarled as wires are cut and shuffled into place. But as you examine and look at the room, you see within one of the chest tubes a figure. As its eyes are open, its target eyes scanning. As one of the other test tubes holds a black orb. That creature in the shadows, I will reveal after the break. As that's where we're going to take 5 minutes.
God
Damn, what the fuck?
I'm gonna get. Did someone boo me?
No, I said
Boo.
I can't.
It wasn't me, but I will. Boo.
Boo, tomato.
Boo.
I'm getting. No, I'm saying boo, Lance.
So how are y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Bro, you cooked.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's good shit.
What the fucking Jesus?
Oh my god.
Like as soon as you said like he puts his finger on the scanner, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
Y'all are
I think Drake's gotta fight
fucking
Zorb. I think Drake gotta fight Zorb. I think they gotta fight.
Right?
It's gonna be a Bakugan battle with the orbs.
Drake just starts spinning as Zor pulls out his Bakugan.
Bro's a Beyblade.
Yes, Drake's a Beyblade, Zor, Bakugan,
Yeah.
Battle Brawler. Mercy's a fucking Pokemon master apparently. With his yokai.
Mercy is though, unironically.
Honestly, yeah.
He's just got 12 of the same Pokemon though.
He's a bug catcher is what he is. Or a jackal catcher.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he only catches Poochie.
Big Poochie in it.
Hey yo.
Where is... What was I going to send? I was going to send...
So yes, Skelebone, I hope you're okay with that kind of invading your memory here.
No, it's absolutely fine. It's
Yo,
absolutely
Zor,
fine.
Sorry, Zor, you're getting fucked after this. Like, yeah, absolutely battered.
Damn.
They're gonna meet you around the bins.
Yeah,
Charge of
I'm gonna be
Public Enemy
I'm gonna
number
be
one.
Your ass gonna be
He's gonna be
beat,
like,
man.
catch me
Bro-
outside. How about that?
Bro's scrapping around the Denny's.
Oh my god, you think
Oh
I'm
my
the main Bakugan? Man, you're my favorite now.
Back against the wall.
I don't know if I
There we
feel
go.
good or old that I know what a Bakugan is and that I have some.
Man,
Girly, don't you
Bakugan,
fucking
Bakugan.
start if you feel old if you
That
know what
was just-
Bakugan is.
yeah, I have
what?
an entire thing of Bakugan.
I know.
Wait, is Bakugan old? Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't want to
It's
think
really
about it,
not that
man. I don't
old.
want to think about it,
Yeah.
man.
I had a really big one, like where you can add like attachments onto it, like a
Yeah, same,
dragon
same.
one.
You had like a dragon thing, yeah.
You lot lucky. I had to
Yeah.
like hope
Kidding me?
someone
I
like,
grew up
forgot
with
one.
Virtua Pets, you fucking whippersnappers.
Back in my day, backtrack.
It's
Back
the
in
old
my
man.
day, I had Webkins. Get out of
Yo,
Like-
Webkins made me
Okay.
so mad. Just because every time I
Oh,
got a
God.
Webkins, the code had already been used, so I'd receive all these Webkins and I couldn't put them online.
Skill issue.
Bastard, man.
I
Damn.
mean, I guess.
Apparently nobody had fucking Tamagotchis.
Oh,
I
man,
wish
I'm- I'll say G
I
for
did.
myself.
I beg for those.
hate-
Oh my god.
I have them at work. I'll get you one.
You don't
I
have
have
to.
them, but
Yes, I
think I
do.
broke mine, maybe, or maybe my sister had one. And then I got something that was like the equivalent of a Littlest Pet Shop Tamagotchi.
Bro, Littlest
were
Pet
like-
Shop was my shit. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah,
I
my
have
sister
I
so
had.
had
many
like
of
my sister has like 400 of them. She refuses to sell any of them.
Back
Yeah, I
against
had,
the
like,
wall.
fucking
the
2
game.
boxes of like toys
I
and
have so
stuff.
many.
The one box was just filled with different Littlest Pet Shop, and I still have the Tamagotchi Littlest Pet Shop I got from a friend because they didn't want
Jesus
theirs anymore.
Christ. Tamagotchis were such a fucking scam, man.
I had the OGs. Yeah, they were
How the
really
fuck?
like here's a little creature for you to be responsible for. You have to feed it.
How the
Pet it,
fucking
clean up
shit
its
did
poop.
all of us fall for that shit so
Yeah,
hard?
we did.
They made
Yeah, we
so
did.
much money off of it for no reason.
Why is Moon crashing out over
I had those
Tamagotchis?
original
What
little
is
ones
Awoken?
that could go on like a keychain.
It's been an emotional day. This is the breaking point.
Oh
This
my
is the straw
God.
that broke the camel's back.
This is a break that we
My
needed. This is a break
entire
that we needed.
fucking generation just poured fucking millions into this shit. And what the fuck gave this emotional damage?
Oh my gosh.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh my god, why? Why did
Yeah,
we
because they
make
came
them
out in like what the
Million
early mid
I'm
90s.
lightheaded.
Mid
1996. I got my
Yep.
first one 1997 for some fucking reason.
Oh god.
Oh my god, these things were trash.
Yeah.
Yet they were so
Generation
good.
Bullshit.
I
Oh,
have
there
a
was.
fucking headache. Why you make me laugh so hard?
Oh
Never-
yeah.
Never
It's
had a
like, oh,
Tamagotchi, but I definitely had the Pokewalker that you could put your little
Oh
Pokemon
my
into and clip it to your
God.
waist.
I
Oh
wanted one.
my
I wanted one of
God.
those so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my
I had
gosh.
one, and I've got a Pidgey still stuck in it.
Just to free him. Free him.
Free the
Free
Pidgey,
him.
free the Pidgey.
Smash it.
Free him.
At that
You
time,
want
the
that
Pokewalker
Pokemon
was the
campaign.
only way to get certain like items and Pokemon.
was.
You just
Yeah.
couldn't
It was.
get them anywhere else. It was.
I'm
like,
actually doing what Zor's
alright.
doing by trapping a Pidgey and just leaving it there forever. JK.
Damn.
That Pidgey's level 100.
No, high key. And like yeah, like there's like different like levels and different like kind of like areas you get because of it. How much you use it is interesting behind.
You can fucking buy a pre-owned refurbished Pokewalker for $120.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I
Do you
thought
all
I
know
was
that,
so
Absolutely
that,
not.
that a game where you can make a monster and build a house? I can't fucking remember the name of it.
Spores.
My,
Was it like
Oh my god.
it
was it like
monster-
it like
that feels
2D
familiar.
animated?
Yeah,
Mushy
Did
mon-
it have like these
Mushy
weird
monsters.
little creatures you could have as pets?
Yeah, yes, yes! Oh my
God.
fucking god!
Yeah,
Holy
Monkey Monsters.
shit.
Sorry, I
fuck
know everyone's talking over each other, and there's like everyone's just getting nostalgia. So like, I hope no one's feeling upset that like you guys are talking over each other and like aren't hearing each other. We're all just
This is
excited.
like how my brain feels at work. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is fine.
That shit right there.
Yeah.
I was the fucking Sasquatch. That's the only one I ever made.
Same. And then I
Oh
was
my
the little Pikachu looking ass one.
Bro, y'all remember Neopets? That was my shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was still playing Pokemon
My little
at that
brothers
time.
had 'em.
I was still fucking hard addicted to Pokemon Yellow when that was a thing. I think it was Pokemon Yellow.
Bro, I thought I was so smart by putting my Pokewalker on my cat's collar. and just letting it go.
Big brain.
By the way, did you guys know that there's several music videos for Mushi Monsters?
What?
There's several.
What do you mean
So
several?
many. Several. There's several. So the little pets you could have, right? They made several music videos with the different little shits. This whole thing.
As you guys are thinking on that, Zan, you back?
Yep.
Zor?
Yep.
Hasu?
Yeah.
Big Mex?
Yo.
Big Moo?
However,
Drake?
Yeah, I'm back.
Teg? Oh, Tegha,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, I should say Tegha because I know that's how you're pronouncing it. Ita? Cancel the session.
No, you good.
Cancel
Don't
there.
just the butter baby us. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Rocks fall, we all die.
You stay in her room forever.
Damn, that's so good.
As Drake, not Drake, sorry, as Drake is like on their knees and picking themselves back up. Zor, you look in the room, and inside that one test tube at the far end, you see their huge form with spindly fingers that are wiry and just pointing in all sorts of directions. Their form made of a mass of drenched hair, coated in that blue liquid within the tube. As you see a basket over their head, eyes scanning and searching for something. As within that tube, your research, one of the creatures you recall, your memory catching up on you for a moment. As you see, you can within one of the creatures you've been studying is a Mika Baba, a powerful hag-like yokai.
Hmm. First thing, just it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't. It just watches you.
Hmm. I think. I mean, I'm gonna walk around the room, kind of. I don't really know if anyone's following me or not, but at this point, I'm just kind of like so. It's kind of in trance at all of this, kind of. Just kind of has to look.
As you look entranced and focus on what you see, as the yokai watches you, its eyes scanning, you look to the orb, the black orb beside it, as you feel an energy coming off of it as it asks, "Why haven't you let me go?"
I don't know. It's been so long. I don't think anything would be left here.
As you are all watching this, or as you all like look through the door, Zan? Sorry, it's not Zan. Nodak, do you respond as you watch Zor talking to the orb?
I think Nodak's just gonna walk closer, but like not do anything. He's just like watching and slightly on guard just in case.
What about you, Auron? You see this creature that looks like a Churel within the tube, watching Zor as he talks to this orb that's asking to be freed.
I'm mostly just trying to get a vibe for like what this what the nature of this creature is, like his
Roll an insight.
It basically is this creature going to try and murder everybody, or if not, is it going to just bide its time, try and grow up into a big Churel and then murder everybody later in several years?
Roll me a insight check, please. Shit's fucking nasty in there. That's the energy you're getting. It feels evil. But like as Zor, what's your body language saying? What's your voice sounding like? Are you like what? Are you confused? Are you aware of what's going on? What is being presented?
Well, I mean, he's concerned that the thing is not showing signs of being aware, but he's like, he can't really fathom this. He's curious for some reason. He can't explain why. He feels like he should back off, close the door, get on, move on, but he doesn't. He wants to see this. What's going on here?
As you see that Auron, yeah, you can see like Auron, not Auron, sorry. Drake is Zor is curious beyond anything. Are you casting it right away, or are you waiting until the moment plays out, or getting ready to cast Smite?
I'll be waiting until like for the moment to play out, but there will be like
a smiting,
not embers, but small, I guess streaks of flame just sort of wafting off the tips of my claws.
Yeah. As this happening, you and Umeko see the dream energy wafting off of Zor. As what about you, Drake? Oh, I'll come to you, Drake, actually, in a moment. As like Raynor, drawing his katana, is also ready to strike. As what about you, Tegha? How you feeling about this moment?
They just see how everybody else reacts, and they're like, okay, gets ready to like use their telekinesis to pull Zor out, just yank him real hard out.
As you go to grab Zor, ready to yank him out. We'll come back to that in a moment. As Ita, how are you reacting? As you can feel constellation magic within.
Ooh, I think Ida is ready in case something happens, and I think for the first time is more aware and alert. And should any dangerous magics start to pop off, Ida is starting to prep just small lacing patterns to be able to do something about it.
Yeah. As we're going to go over to Umeko. How are you reacting?
I zoned out. So what exactly is happening?
Zor's about to be pulled out by Tegha. Ita and Auron and Raynor already like strike and like contain this Mika Barb, this basket hag that's in a test tube. As Zor's just like trying to talk to this yokai orb within another test tube.
I think she's just gonna be on high alert to try and also assist to yoink Zor, but I think she feels like the dream energy off of it and knows that more than likely this is something Zor's gotta deal with himself. So, but just in case it backfires, she's ready to do anything really to stop anything bad happening.
Ready to wreck shit up. As we're going to then ask Hasu, how are you feeling?
After what the fuck happened in the cave with the Churels, and how terrified she was, and then seeing this thing, and Zor somehow like a scientist, she's actually really scared. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Like so many questions are dancing around in her head, but like this isn't the time nor the place, so she's just kind of staying back, getting ready in case shit goes sideways.
As like you looking at the creature, it's very similar to that of a Churel. As Drake, as you pick yourself back up, what do you think? What do you do?
Drake's first instinct would be to walk towards the room.
And how does he respond as he looks in to see Zor talking to an experiment?
Do I recognize the experiment, or is it the time after me?
This is... It's... The code 115 you recognize as Project AF. Oh, sorry, Project AL, which is Project Afterlife. Which you do recognize. But at the same time, it was something that was in your infancy. As it was the hope to learn how to go beyond past the material plane through their research. But you didn't learn much of it before you left. So it's always someone you wouldn't have even crossed paths with inside. As what would you do?
He'd be like, he would go up to Zor and be like, "What are you doing?" He is enough. He tells him, "Why are you in this room right now? What is this?"
As Zor, how do you respond?
I the door opened. I don't know. I feel like this is. I need to see this. I can feel it calling to me.
Of course you can feel it calling to you, Zormamir. A voice calls out, stepping forth a blue, wispy tiefling with a long, wide-brimmed hat and that points upwards and curls like a horn, as dressed in a mix of like a hazmat suit, but with their mask off. You see their face drained of its color, a motionless, sallow, with heavy, icy eyes. Of course you're drawn to here, Zormamir. This is where it happened. They exclaim, walking before you, as they look to Drake, to Auron and Raynor and Ita, as they're the ones closest to do, and Umeko, as they're ready to do something. How do you respond, Zor?
Do I recognize this person?
Roll a history check.
Okay, one moment. I should load Mr. 19.
They're like you, as you look at them. Their skin flush of color, their bone, their form a bit sallow and almost frail and fragile. But as you watch them, as they give off this cold, icy energy, you do recognize them. They were the scientists that ruined your life. They were the person that made you the way you are.
What did they do?
They made you do the things you did.
Is Mrs. I don't like this, but why can I? Why do I feel like I need to know more about this? What?
Because you're a scientist, Zormamir. What is not to understand? Your brain is so ready for information to ascend into it. You thrived on it when you were my student. Why does this flabbergast you now, as you see me yet again? Why are you so scared? As they step toward you with their spindly fingers reaching for you.
I barely recognize this bit. I recognize it all. I don't. It's been so long. I can't figure out what to feel now.
I think Tegha is gonna just slowly pull Zor away with their telekinesis before this woman even touches him, just like yanks Zor away.
Just give me a moment. I'm just going to check something quickly. As As you don't even like roll me a perception check, Zor, to see if you even realize.
Perception.
Yeah.
Going good?
You're good. Yeah, you are noticing you're being pulled back. But are you fighting it? Are you allowing them the help to be pulled away from safety by those you know?
I think both yes and no. Like I let them, but there's some part of me that kinda tries to hold back, but it's not like enough to stop them.
As you are being pulled back.
Wait, I haven't. I think maybe
please.
they're kind of pulling the top half of me, but like the bottom half keeps standing.
That's perfect.
I pull both.
He's in two halves.
But okay.
No, I think it's. I think.
Dang it.
I think it's for the sillies. Let's have this. As like you're using your psychic as you're using your telekinetic powers. Like your luck isn't with you. Normally this would be fine. You'd be able to pull him fine. But he's just split in two before you. Your psychic powers have cut him in half, Teg. How do you respond?
Holy shit!
You've grown so much stronger.
Oh my god.
you thought your luck ran out. You just split Zormamir in half.
They're like,
No, wait.
Teg is screaming as he gets pulled in half.
only supposed to be happened to me.
Why am I so unbelievably strong?
Zormamir.
No.
As you look towards
split
him,
him in two, just like Auron did.
they reach forward with his spindly fingers as like they hook on your your armor, and they try to pull at you with these long, spindly, taloned fingers. As you look closer, you can see her hand is heavily scaled. As you look at her, do you say anything? Do you do anything before you are pulled apart?
I feel like just kind of stare with confusion in my eyes, and yeah, I was just kind of like yanked back to reality, kind of, and just kind of fall down.
Ah, I see. My revelations has struck you with fear. So much fear you split in two. Well, do not fear, because Zormamir. Don't worry, I'll come collect you soon enough. Ashiwara shall come fly and collect you soon. After you had left my other half, my other piece in those mountains. You'll get your thanks, and maybe I'll stitch you back into one. As the door shuts, leaving your other half inside.
What? No, go on.
As the doors are about to shut, do you think anything? Do you respond?
Just at this moment, just in shock. Does not know what to say.
Just give me a second. Just give me a moment. As you're filled with shock, as you're split into two, Auron, your smite unleashes. Raynos slashing with the force of 1,000 suns erupting within that room. As your claws slash at the doors, his blade carrying the force onwards. Ita, using your lazy powers, do you do anything to try to contain push their power further?
Yeah, I mean, Ida had prepped, the ability to counterlace, but I think seeing there's not really a spell, Ida's gonna pivot and use synergy to power up, the attack that would be going forward.
Mhm. As you do that, as you're using your lacing and your power just to hold it back, forcing it forward, Umeko, what are you doing?
I think seeing that like Auron and Raynor have got it in control and Eater's helping power up their attack, I think she's just gonna go back and try and help Zor. Are his legs actually getting kidnapped?
You could try to get his legs from being kidnapped.
I'm gonna get his legs.
I'll grab his legs too. We don't have him backpacking it.
Yeah.
Those are his legs right now.
Okay,
As,
okay
like,
I will. You guys go for the legs.
as you guys strategically forcing energy and pulling Zor's legs out as well, the doors shut as you hear her cackling within. And in the flash and of the blinding light, Zor, a memory fills you. Question. Does Zor like hiking?
Yeah, I let him take long walks to just think.
Yeah. Well, have been told by that woman that you just saw, you recall a memory, as Ashwila had given you the task of going to the mountains, or going to a mountain, to deliver a safe, keep it safe, hide it, bury it, do whatever you want to keep it on the mountain, and only for you to know where it is. As you were told to keep the safe and deliver it, which mountain did you pick? As I've just sent you something. Which of those mountains was that location?
Well, I think thematically makes most sense with Shagoa.
Shagoa?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. As Zor, you remember hiking up over the volcano into the coral forests. As you place this box, this wooden lacquered box that was magically contained, but you, with your limited knowledge of magic, with your own innate magical capabilities, did you ever get curious as you carried the box for days, as you traveled across the islands to the mainland? Did Zor ever try to peek into that box? Yeah.
I think when he was like at the mountain, ready to put the box down, probably wanted to see what was in it if he could.
With that curiosity, with the determination, you came all this way to place this block box in the mountains. How determined was Zor to get inside, just to see what he was delivering?
Well, probably just try a few different codes, anything that could really work, but he wouldn't like try to destroy it or anything, or like break it open. He wouldn't do that.
No, of course.
Nothing said in the description of the job that he couldn't see what was in it.
No, but as you were looking over it, as you examined the box, as you got to the end, nestling it within on a shelf of coral. Why couldn't you to just see what your efforts were coveting? As you try, no code, no key that you had worked. But as you tried, you felt your magic surge and push as you recall this memory. As it reminds you of, or it doesn't remind you, as you recall this memory, your magic surged, as it unleashed wild magic that for a moment opened the box. As you saw within the paw, or I say the paw, it's a piece of shattered bone, broken from a claw. The claw of a giant ice dragon, as you see it covered in ice crystals and surging with like it's almost like it's like platinum silver, as ice crystals like burgeon from it. As you recall this memory, as you recall where you placed that, what do you think as you get pulled back into place?
That's not very good. I think someone should probably know that.
As you think
I
that,
don't know if I should say it.
as you're like, are you thinking that, or are you saying that? Curiosity.
I think he's like thinking that, just a lot of thought in his mind at that moment.
Mm-hmm. As you are just like, as your mind is racing, Umeko, Auron, you feel this haze, like a mist off Zor, as everyone has been seeing this memory play, almost like as if it's a dream that's been just locked away in Zor's head. Zor, you may not realize, but everyone in that moment, at the least, is aware. May not realize or understand, but Umeko and Auron, you feel the dream just phased, radiating off Zor. As you all hold him in place, as holding both of his halves. I'm gonna ask, as a group, how do you guys recollect yourself, and like what is your situations? You guys are no longer on the boat, but instead in a village under a giant tree, as there's a stone shrine with a statue of the Shiokar, the 4 statues of the Shiokar within the alcove. As you guys are sitting under this giant banyan tree. Nodak, how are you feeling? Or how are you coming about, like, with all this information racing around you? All these thoughts.
I think Nodak, yeah, emotions. Give me a second to think. Sorry.
No, I'll let you.
You can go to someone else first.
Yeah, I'll come back to you in a second. As I'm gonna go over to Asuko. How are you feeling as you watch all of that happen, and like just on everything from within the Kasakawa to seeing Zor's a dream to appearing in this village?
What fucking whiplash? Like, going from a place that she's from and terrified of, watching Drake being, heartbroken for him, and then watching Zor go through all of that and get split in half. Now all of a sudden we're in like a cute little town. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I think she's just like, she's just got a lot, and she's just like holding on to Ujthar's hand. Like, man, I'm glad this is the last one, because, ooh, boy.
It has been exhausting. What about you, Umeko?
That was a lot to take in, and she's just still kind of looking dumbfounded. She doesn't really. She's still at a loss for words, but she kind of puts all that energy into reuniting Zor with his other half.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Auron, as the shaman Kai, helping and just easing you all, but also willing to help put Zor together if you ask for the help? As Auron, how are you feeling?
I guess I'm mostly just like mentally, physically, and spiritually preparing to Mr. Miyagi the shit out of Zor's fucking like split in half situation.
Rubbing your hands together as Reino joins you, hoping that
Exactly.
this'll fuse him. As you two stand
Preparing
over.
lay on hands.
As you press your hands together, Zor, you feel your body like a Lego block come together.
No. That's exactly what I thought. Just the Lego minifigures.
as give me a second. As when Zor died. Sorry, no. As like you're laying on hands, Zor, you come back together. What about you, Tegha? How are you feeling as like you watch Zor be put back together after ripping him in half? Or splitting him in half, sorry.
I think I think they're sobbing behind their mask. They're like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to split you in half. Again.
Does Zor take that apology? Go on.
Yep, I think so. But I will also say it's pretty late, so I think I do have to go now. So, as an excuse, I think from all of that, it's kind of when he kind of comes back in, just like he's in shock for a few seconds, and then just falls over.
It's too much for Zor.
Completely blacks out.
What I'm gonna do is before you go though, Ghost, if that's Zor, if that's okay. As like at the end of the session, you would have reached the end of the world. Would Zor?
Yeah.
Would Zor? What does Zor see as home? And does Zor choose to move on, or does Zor choose to stay?
I think Zor still sees some kind of like combination of Tajima and Kazukawa just before it was ruined. But I think he's ready to die, but I also think he knows that other people want him to come back, so I think he does still do that. Whether or not he has legs when he comes back, he does not know if he does.
Yeah. Well, as you feel like there's still some people that need your time for a moment. Thank you for playing, Zor. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed your little silly wacky 2-part adventure, if you know what I'm saying. Can I get dab in chat? Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be here next week for session 3.
See you then. As
this is good.
Heck, you are in.
And Skelebone break. I'm ready for you to kill me again when I wake up.
Just
Don't worry, we're not gonna kill you. We're just gonna beat you up very bad. I'm gonna leave you out again.
But no. Tegha, as you call for forgiveness. What about you? We're gonna come to you in a moment, Ita. As Nodak, do you have a thought? A feeling?
Oh yeah, Nodak's like just very concerned all over, and just like seeing like Zor get split in half. He like tries healing words Zor, even though that probably won't do anything, but he tries anyways. And then like he turns to like the 3 shaman and is like the other side always this chaotic.
Bye.
Does Umeko, Hasuko, or Auron respond at the mention of Otherworld being chaos?
It's our job to bring order to that chaos, isn't it?
Somewhat.
Is that satisfactory, Nodak, as they respond?
Yeah, Nodak just shakes his head.
And lastly, I say lastly, Cupid, as you look to Zor, who's just kind of like
Cupid.
faints. Not Cupid, sorry, Drake.
Cupid just died.
Yeah, you just
Teleported.
died. You just died.
No, Cupid!
What the fuck, bro?
But no, as Drake, you look to Zor, who just kind of just not passes out, but just kind of through exhaustion, just lays there. It's been so mentally draining. They just close their eyes. What are you thinking? What are you doing?
Ray kind of just looks at him. He's not sure what to do. Because he's part of the people he hates with every fiber of his being. But he also doesn't remember being that type of person. So Drake is conflicted. He doesn't know what to do.
And lastly, Ita. As you think on those moments, what are your feelings as I'm about to describe?
I think, boy, see, it shares a good amount of sentiments with the folks here of, wow, this has been a lot of just back and forth and some pretty rapid changes. I do think Ida would never say this to them because it would seem a little rude in their mind, but seeing that, because they felt like they had so much unaccomplished, unfulfilled sort of baggage that they hadn't really dealt with, kind of seeing that everyone, or at least the people that we've seen bits of their lives have kind of been the same, gives Ida a little bit of reassurance that you you still probably it wasn't great, but everyone's in there together.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the bad spot kind of all at the same time.
And as you're thinking on that, you look around as you see Soko. It's houses, the sound of the people within the houses just living their lives as the village has quieted down as night has fallen in this place. As you hear the coast on the edge, the shrine tree, the memorial tree growing tall, as the statues of the Shioka just watch. As you see, with their hands pressed together, as they bow to the statues, a figure, that of a young man. Just give me a mo. As you see the back of the head, it doesn't take you a second to know who that is. As you see Taki.
I think Ida is, after everything that just happened, they are sort of on edge, and then seeing him there, they freeze as they would have a moment where they just go, well, surely all of this is fake. And then they take a second and realize where they are. Before I think there would probably just be a dead sprint from Ida as they would be running over Tataki.
As you move towards him, you watch his brown sheen of skin wash away as his hair rolls and curls on itself, becoming a calm, serene sea. His elven skin turning to that of Genasi blue. Still in Neo garbs, as he's wearing this very simple set of fabrics and a orange chaputto wrapped around him. As you run towards him, he looks over his shoulder, sees you, and he picks himself up. And he rushes to you as well.
I think by the time that Ida would reach him, Ida would just be in tears before just like desperately grabbing on to him, just being, are you... I don't know about this place. Are you real? Are you here? Are you...
As he clutches and holds onto you. Ida, what's wrong? What do you mean, am I real? Of course I'm real. As like he steps back and kind of like pats you on the shoulder. See?
I had just gotten the letter, and no one was able to confirm anything, and I just didn't... We've all been looking for you. I think they, like, now want to just reach out and just, like, is this a real person in front of them? They're, like, gonna, like, try to just grab onto his arms. The height difference, grab up onto his arms. And just desperately just try to give them some sort of sense of, all right, is this a literal tactile person in front of them? Am I being tricked somehow? What's going on here?
As you touch the water Genasi, he is real. You feel him, his presence, his solid form. But as your hand touches him, he begins to steam.
I forgot, it's been a while. You're doing well, then?
Of course I'm doing well. I'm gonna fight with Funaha. They exclaim excitedly as Umeko and Auron. You can see as like the aura around them is shimmering. You all watch this dream of eaters play out.
Get to fight. What do you... And I think there's a real moment where Ida finally
gonna kick back the 8 and force.
What if, because I've been thinking, I've been going along in my training really well, and you're so skilled now with the sword. What if we decided that we could go be, I don't know, like mercenaries or heroes or something, go fight evil where it sneaks through the blockade. They have enough people in the army.
As you say that, he looks confused, as like he had punched the air and like flexed his muscles as he mentioned fighting for Funoha. Well, what do you mean, just mercenaries? This is we can be heroes like this. We can protect Soko. We can protect the ashram. We can protect each other, and we can if you want to, let's fight together. That's Taki and Ita, heroes of Haida Io. Think of that, they don't need to know I'm a water genasi. I can disguise. I can disguise myself. As he places a stone over his head, and he turns into this elven form. It's gonna be okay. They won't know.
I know. I just, I'm not quite done with my training yet, and I still need a little more practice before I would be on your level, and would you be willing to wait?
He watches you as he turns back into that war genasi. I can't wait, Ita. I can't wait because I'm lost. We're your letters can't. They're not with me anymore, Ita. Why aren't you sending them anymore? As they reach forward, you see them beginning to steam and sizzle.
It's hard to send. It's hard to send letters when I don't know if I'm going to get a response back. I know you're very strong, but I hear reports about what's happening out there, and I just don't want one of these days to be the day that I just don't get anything back.
Taki goes to hold you.
You've always been so brave. Braver than I ever could be. You should have been the one who kept going. Fighting for the little guy. Protecting all those people.
He smiles as he grins and shows teeth, the tears streaming down his face. As he goes to look down, you see his eyes are hidden by his waves of hair, as that calm sea becomes the uncertain rush of the waves, the tide, on the banks of Soko. The waves that warn and scare the village that if they don't have any aquamancers, the village will be taken away by the coast. As he watches you, do you still look? Are you still looking for me?
Of course I am. I read every report that I can find. I've been studying different kinds of lacing and magics, and I found a lot of really strong people that I think are going to be able to help me find you.
If they're so strong, why haven't you found me then? Where am I, Ita? They beg you. As they hold onto you. struggling to keep their tears from becoming a deluge as you watch the waves crashing on the coast, as you hear them dangerously push at the village.
I don't know where you are, but I will never stop searching. You have to know that. You have to know that I will never give up. I will find you. I just need a little more power. I just need more connections. If I can crack the next secret, I can figure out how to find you.
As you listen to him speak, it almost feels like Ita goes through circles. As Taki, this water genasi, keeps just adding, challenging Ita's promises, Ita's hopes. As you watch this, what felt like a dream is really just this reoccurring nightmare before Ita. Auron, Umeko, do either of you as Dream Shaman do anything to help as the waves become dangerously close and they will take the village if no one stops him?
How would we stop him? No.
Like, I don't...
Is he actively doing stuff?
No, he's just been holding Ita. But like as like the emotions are just becoming stronger and stronger, the waves come in and in. As Reyno like looks to the waves, don't worry, Makai, you're the wall on the brick. Let's stop it. We got this. As he pulls out his sword, as he looks at the water. Is there something? Does Auron think that waves in a dream can be stopped, or is it Ita that the one exuding all this energy? Are they the ones you that are not to blame?
The cause, yes. I will talk to. I will walk up to Ita and sit next to her and them. What is Ita?
Ita is a fox.
What is Ita actually like doing right now?
Crying. Sorry, crying and like being held.
Lots of crying.
Sorry, go on, Ita.
I will shift Ita and motion for them to like. I will sit next to them and like sort of try and like meditate, but start meditating and sort of motion for them to do the same.
Ita, Auron comes to your side, meditating beside you. Does that help in any way? Is that enough to pull you away from Taki's?
That's not like the not exactly the end of it. I'm sort of trying to find your center. Find something that calms you, somewhere you feel safe.
As Umeko, do you do anything to help?
Oh gosh, what do I do? I think she's gonna go up to Ita and gently hold their shoulder again. And slowly try to ease them off.
And Hasuko, do you try to do something, or do you let the dream shaman pull him from this nightmare?
So I think she won't approach Ita because I think the Dream Shaman got this, but in the background, very quietly, she's going to stomp in place, like in a very steady rhythm, like a heartbeat, to give themselves something to use to breathe and to focus on and to try and match the heartbeat to calm down.
Drake, as you watch as Aurora mimics a heartbeat, Auron begins meditating, and Umeko tries to guide Ita. What do you do anything? Do you watch? Do you let the shaman go to work, or is there something you try?
Drake's not sure what he can do, so he'd probably just try to help Aurora make that heartbeat sound.
Perfect. You join in. What about Tegha?
I'm gonna hold Drake's hand.
There you go. Tegha, do you do anything?
Follow suit with Aurora and Drake and like stomps as best they can without tripping over themselves.
They trip in time.
No, exactly. You trip in time.
They trip in time. They're like do.
What about you, Nodak?
Nodak tried to like not listen to the conversation Ita and Taki had, but you could just tell they were because they're also just crying as well. It's like a river coming out. And I think Nodak will also just like, I almost said Aurora. Go help.
It's okay. Everyone's gonna trip up on it for a minute. It's okay. It's okay.
They're stomping, creating that heartbeat. Ita, does it work? Does it pull you out of this cycle? Does it release you?
So something I was thinking during all of that is me, the player, asking, a lot of the stuff here seems to be formed by memories. So would the environment around change based on like what Ida is thinking and what Ida is trying to do?
It is like it's more so like it's generally how you recall Soko when you left, long after Taki had left. As like you watch, and like it's the emotions of like as like you go through that wave. It's the powerful emotions are causing those waves to come, those waves to grow.
I think hearing all of their words, there is a moment where they are, unsure what to do. And Auron just goes, find a place where you feel safe. And Ida, desperately in this moment, tries to imagine themselves in some sort of other scene, in some sort of other moment where they feel safe. And desperately, as like the world would start to change around Ida, in every single one of those, whether it's inside a house, at a shrine, in a library, every single time, Taki is still there hugging Ida in every single one of them. As I think Ida snaps back to the scene at large, they still crying desperately, trying to hold on to them. They just go, he is my safe space. As I don't know that that's gonna work.
So well, that's as you say that, as you confront that, essentially. Does it help you in acknowledging that?
I think Ida's saying that there is a moment where they do realize they have put so much on Taki, and their connection with him. And I don't know that, that necessarily changes how they feel, but there is a moment where they are thinking there is a massive amount of weight that they have placed on him, as seeing him as this hero who can do no wrong, who is this powerful savior of women and children, and who can who will go off and fight this war and come back a hero. And I think they've realized they've put him on this pedestal in this moment.
Mm-hmm. And it's like you hold him, as you pull him in the darkness, as you hold him, as you close your eyes, as the heartbeat stomps. Draw in Auron, Umeko, as you all close your eyes, as you watch Ita's dream. It eases, it softens, it lightens, it pulls away, as you all, in a blink of an eye, return back onto the ship. As you all see, the ship is making its way to the end. As the waterfall cascades down, turning into the dragon's form, you see these spectral figures, these skeletal figures made of water and starlight, holding ropes of water, pulling and spinning the whirlpool, spinning the world, as the ship swirls down the waters, making its way, descending. You see, coiling at the bottom of the river, or at the end of the world, you see this Torii gate made of ancient wood. The tail of Lashan being carried by Sakae and Shion, it makes the pillars, as the central shelf depicts the tale of the Leiko being created, and the tale that comes with it, which is full of compassion, confidence, and friendship. And then above that, the tale of Kiro splitting Shion into four. As before you is a veil that shows home, wherever that may be, whoever that may be with. I'm going to ask all of you to tell me what that feels like, and I'm also going to ask you, are you ready for the final question? As before we do that, Umeko, Auron, and Aurora, as you make your way to Haroma this one last time before who knows when next. How are you feeling, Auron? As what is home when you look in that hall?
I guess still the my pride's camp.
Uh-huh. What about you, Umeko?
I think she sees her office initially, but the paper screen's open. And there's Tajima.
What about Aurora?
Hasuko.
Sorry, Hasuko. Thank you.
It's okay.
No, it's alright. It's my fault.
It's Karna. She sees Karna. In Tajima. That's her home.
As you take those feelings, those thoughts, those people, do you share anything with the, as the spirits are all ready to make their way and leave and depart, as you see Ita, Zor, Drake, Nodak, and Tegha? Do you say anything to them?
I know this journey was hard enough, and your deaths weren't easy either. But I am glad you allowed us to help you here. And you do have a choice that none of us will force you to make.
As Nodak, what is home?
The scene that I imagine for Nodak is like it's like a little house, and like in the kitchen, these two other guys are in there as well. One's cooking, and Nodak and this other guy's also trying to help this guy cook, but they're just like kind of just messing him up entirely. But they're all just like laughing it off. And then like at the end of that, they like finish the meal and they like set the meal down on the table, and they just sit down and they talk for a while.
Sorry, did you walk through? Sorry, or
For the portal or
Yeah,
the
do you-
door.
do you walk through the door? Or do you,
Yeah.
do you say anything before you go, Nodak? As you say your last goodbye.
I think Nodak looks back at like Ita, Drake, and Zormamir, and just like thanks them because seeing like their memories or dreams helped them realize that like even like the darkest parts of ourselves are still ourselves, and it builds us. So he like just he like bows, gives a thanks, and then continues forward.
As Nodak leaves, Theg, what do you see?
I think Tegha sees the shrine blossom tree that they would usually sit under and meditate. But really, they just did it because it looks cool. They came from Nagahara to help more actively with the victims of the war. And I think Tegha feels that they've done as much as they can. And they've been ready for death their whole life. Like, this is like as ready as you can be for death, I suppose. Like, they knew that their death might come sooner than the rest. So they bow. Oh, sorry, I said something.
No?
And they walk through the door. They don't really say anything, but they leave their mask.
Oh, my baby boy.
But they leave their mask with Aurora, maybe? Yeah, Aurora. Whoever's in front of them, of the shamans, and just hands it over. Like, just bows, smiles, and you see their eyes, like what wasn't covered by the mask, little freckles. They have a happy smile on their face. And they smile and turn away and walk past the door.
As two step through, Drake. We'll come to you in a moment. As Ita, what do you see?
I think Ida sees what is their little nook that they've built up in the library up to this point with all of their new family, their found family and their friends. But I think that there is sitting right next to their chair where they go to read and study all the time is Taki with a drink in their hand, some tea, ready to discuss the day, ready to probably talk them into something absolutely stupid, but is always there for them.
Do you choose to step through?
No, I don't think Ida can. They feel so incredibly guilty in this moment. How can they move on when they haven't found him yet?
Mhm. And lastly, Drake. What is home to you?
You would see everyone at Tajma. He would see the man he saw as a father. The place where he belongs.
And as he sees them, does Drake take that step? Does he join them?
Drake has to get back. Drake can not die just yet. He still has work that needs to be finished.
Mhm.
He cannot rest just yet.
Of course. As the rest of you prepare to return back home, Tegha's mask in hand, did you leave anything, Nodak?
Nodak? No, I don't think he did leave anything.
That's alright. He left his love imparted on everyone. As you make your way through back up and along the river, you're reminded back to the door. As Haruki and Neko-Io spoke, Neko-Io had, on his turn, the first of the group. He would say with a warm smile, "It's going to be okay. It's happened. Those behind us are just a few steps away. Let us take that step forward and be ready for when they join us." As Nodak and Tegha, you are welcomed by Neko-Io as he hugs you, as do the rest of Tajima that had fallen in the siege, in the fires, through the curse of the Churel. As for Drake and Zor and Ita, you recall Neko-Io's last time you saw him as his final words, while Haruki onto the second group, as he would pleading with regret heavy in his eyes as he traced and watched looked at every face and tried to remember every detail of the hall and everyone from Tajima that fell. As with his crackle full of regret, he pleaded, "I'm sorry that you had to die for Tajima, but thank you for trying." With his hands pressed for forgiveness as he stepped through that door. But he wasn't on the other side. As Aurora, Umeko, and Auron bring the last group forward, they didn't have to leave, as taken too soon, taken by a fate that was twisted and manipulated by a strange conflagration of events. Those that returned, you feel life fill you. As you return to the Minagura Woods, you return back to the material plane. How that happens, how you are brought back, that's for next time. As this is where we finish session 2. Thank you all for playing.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. Oh my
Cool.
god.
My heartstrings. Oh my god.
That's cool.
Damn.
You guys are
I
absolutely
can finally get
delightful.
my name back. Yay, Drake's alive again.
I'm gonna do a little debrief.
guys-
I'm gonna end the stream in a second, but thank you all for playing. You guys are all again, like last session, you were all wonderful in combat and wonderful in like your RP and your character moments. Everyone in this was absolutely delightful. I don't think there was a single moment that like I was like I didn't
Not locked in.
exactly. Everyone I didn't even think would be like have such an emotional connect, such a strong impact on everyone else. Pulled in so much, and you guys all did, like, again, beautifully, and like I can't express again how proud I am of you guys as I was in the first time, and how excited I am for part 3, but also just as players, you guys have grown so much from the first siege, from even when you joined, and have just thank you all for playing.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
we're gonna
fun.
beat the shit out of these Churels.
I'm gonna end the
Yeah, let's beat the shit out of them.
Just dying